So proof for Kp is equal to Kc into RT whole power delta n. So this problem we'll solve now. So this is part 3, chemical equilibrium. Chemical equilibrium, third part. This is what we are going to solve. Kp is equal to Kc into RT power delta n. So let us see this. Let us say N1 into A gas, the N1 moles of A gas, N2 moles of B gas will combine together to form N3 moles of C gas and N4 moles of D gas. And delta N is the factor which is the change in the number of moles. So that is number of moles of C is N3 plus N4, N3 plus N4 minus N1 plus N2, N1 plus N2. This is known as delta N, that is change in the number of moles between the products and reactants. Change in the number of moles between the products and reactants. So, okay, note chesko, but please note it if you want. Once noted, please let me know.
Noted, sir.
Okay. Now, let us write what is Kc. Kc is the equilibrium constant for the case of when concentrations are taken into account. So, that is nothing but concentration of C concentration. That concentration is having N3 moles, so power will be N3 into B power N4 divided by A power N1 and B power N2. This is Kc. And now A, B, C, D all are gases. Okay, we consider ideal gas condition. Ideal gas equation we'll consider. And we have next equilibrium constant is Kp. Kp is the equilibrium constant when partial pressures are considered. When partial pressures are considered. Partial pressures are considered. So how do we write Kp? That is partial pressure of the gas D power N3 into partial pressure of the gas gas D power N4, right? Gas C power N3 divided by partial pressure of the gas A power N1 into partial pressure of the gas B to the power of N2. This is how we write. And now we have to find the relation between these two. This is Kc and this is Kp. We have to find the relation between these two. To find the relation, we use ideal gas equation. What is ideal gas equation? Ideal gas equation is PV is equal to nRT. This is the ideal gas equation. We use ideal gas equation to solve this problem.
Noted, sir.
Now, let us write what is partial pressure of the gas A into volume. V is the volume of the container. V is constant. Volume of the container. So equilibrium reactions are done in the closed container. No. So since closed container, V is constant. Since closed container, Since it's a closed container, V is constant. Okay. Is equal to number of moles of gas A into R into T. Right. And similarly, PB into V is equal to number of moles of gas B into RT. So similarly, can we write PC? PC into V is equal to number of moles of gas C into RT. So similarly, we have PD, partial pressure of D, is number of moles of gas B into RT. Like this we can write. So here into V. So this is the 4 equations. Now for any gas, you can write like this. If X is the gas, the partial pressure of the gas is number of moles of the gas divided by volume into RT. Like this we'll write. But number of moles of the gas divided by volume is nothing but concentration. This is nothing but concentration. So the pressure of any gas, partial pressure of any gas, is equal to concentration of the gas multiplied by RT. So is this part clear for everyone? Please note it. There is the next step. Is this part clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I can write like this. I can write like this. See, PA is equal to concentration of A into RT. Similarly, PB is equal to concentration of B into RT. PC is equal to concentration of C into RT. So what are PA, PB, PC? These are partial pressures. So PD is equal to concentration of D, gas D into RT. This is the substitution we'll do. Okay, note these things.
Noted, sir.
Right. So let us write Kp. Kp is equal to partial pressure of C power N3, partial pressure of D power N4 divided by partial pressure of A power N1 into partial pressure of B power N2. Right. This is how we started. What is PC? So let us substitute concentration of C into RT whole power N3 into concentration of D into RT whole power N4 divided by concentration of A into RT whole to the power of N1 into concentration of B power into RT whole power N2. Right, note it.
Noted, sir.
Very good. Now, what we can write later, Kp is equal to, we'll split up the terms, concentration of C power N3 into RT whole power N3 into concentration of D whole power N4 into RT whole power N4 divided by concentration of A whole power N1 into RT whole power N1 into concentration of B whole power N2 into RT power N2. So we can write like this. Now let us do one more split, that is we will write like this: concentration of C power n3 into concentration of D whole power n4 divided by concentration of A whole power n1 into concentration of B whole power n2. Like this we can write. So multiplied by RT power n3 into RT power n4 divided by RT power n1 into RT power n2. Like this we'll write. Please note it.
Noted, sir.
Okay, good. Now let us observe the terms. So what do you observe? What is the first term? That is the first fraction. If you observe the fraction one, what is this fraction? This fraction is our Kc. I told you that in the beginning. Kp is equal to this fraction. This entire thing is Kc. Okay, this entire thing is Kc. And now this is RT whole to the power of, see, this is like a power x into a power y divided by a power m into a power n. So something like this, where a is our RT. Okay, now what it will be? A to the power of x plus y minus of m minus n, right? So this will be that. So RT whole power n3 plus n4 minus of n1 plus n2. I told you what is this factor. This factor happens to be delta n, right? So we can write Kp is equal to Kc into RT whole to the power of delta n. This is the complete derivation. Note it. I hope you are clear. If anyone asks you how to derive this, you can derive this, right?
Clear, sir.
Okay, good. So the next thing, if delta n is equal to 0, then what happens? Kp is equal to Kc. Are there any such reactions which will follow this delta n is equal to 0? Let us see such reactions. N2 gas plus O2 gas gives 2NO gas. See, always remember delta n is the difference in the number of moles of the gaseous species. So what do we understand here? Let us write delta n. Delta n is what is the number of moles on the product side? That is 2, right? 2 minus of, this is 1 O2 and 1 N2, right? So it is 1 plus 1. So that is 0. So delta n is equal to 0. So for this reaction, Kp is equal to Kc. Delta n is equal to 0, no? So Kp is equal to Kc. Clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. So let us do it here. One more thing. H2, half H2 plus half I2 gives rise Hi gas. Okay, all these things are gases. And now what would be delta n here? Can anyone guess and tell me how to calculate delta n? How to calculate delta n here? Please let me know. What would be delta N? Anyone? Please respond. If you have understood, please respond. So anyway, I will tell once again. Here, this is 1 mole. Nothing is there means 1 mole it is there. So this is 1 mole on the product side. Here, minus of half plus half. Right? So that is 1 minus 1, which is 0. So delta N is 0. Once again, here for this reaction, Kp is equal to Kc. Clear? Clear how to do?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, next reaction you have to do it and tell me now. Now another situation, Fe2O3 solid plus 3CO gas gives rise to Fe solid plus 3CO2 gas. And now here, how do you calculate delta N here? So what would be delta N? Please calculate and tell me. Respond please. It's very easy calculation. Hello. What would be the answer? Okay, I will give you options. Option A is 1. Option B is 0. Option C is -1. Option D is none. Which option is correct?
Sir, 1, sir.
How? So you did 3 plus 2, 5 minus 3 plus 1, right? This is 1 you have done, right? So
Yes,
3 plus
sir.
2, 5 minus 4, which is 1, right? But this is wrong. Why? So I told you in the beginning, delta N is what? Difference in the, please read that statement, very, very important. Difference in the gaseous species. Difference in the number of moles of the gaseous species only. Gaseous species, what are, this is iron, solid. Fe2O3, iron oxide, that is a solid. This is a gas here, gas. Only gas you have to consider. Here, gas thing here is 3. Here it is 3. It's 3 minus 3, 0. B is the right option. So here also you have Kp is equal to Kc. Got it?
Yes,
Are we
sir.
clear? Hello, are we clear? Student?
Yes, sir.
Clear. It should be number of moles of the gaseous species only. You should not take solid species into account. Now another reaction, let us see. Now CaCO3, it will decompose. CaCO3 solid decomposes to CaO solid plus CO2 gas. Now what is delta N for this reaction? Yeah, guess and tell me.
Sir, is it 1?
Yes, 1 is the right answer. 1 is the right answer. Why? You see, you should not consider CaO because it is a solid. CaCO3, that is a solid. You should not consider the solids at all. Only gas you have to consider 1. Because 1 on the other side, it is 0. On the reactant side, no gas is there. 1 minus 0. So 1 is the answer. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. Now let us move on. Now, if delta n is negative, if delta n is negative, then Kp is less than Kc. So for which reactions Kp is less than Kc? So if you get delta n as negative, then you get Kp less than Kc. So let us see this reaction. N2 gas plus 3H2 gas gives 2NH3 gas. Okay. Now you tell me what is delta n for this reaction. Please calculate and tell me. I'll give you time.
Sir, is it -2?
Is it -2? That's the right answer. Right answer. Why it is like that? Let us calculate. 2 moles here, minus of 3 plus 1. Minus of 3 plus, here nothing is there. That means 1 is multiplying that. So it is 1. Right. So 2 minus of 4. 2 minus 4 is -2. -2 is the right answer. Because delta n is negative, you have Kp is less than Kc. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Let's do one more example now. Another example, 2SO2 gas plus O2 gas, which gives 2SO3 gas. Okay. Now, what is delta n for this reaction? Please let me know, calculate and tell me what will be delta n here.
Sir, -1.
-1. Very good. -1, that's the right answer. -1 is the right answer. Very good. Now, so for this reaction, what happens? Kp is less than Kc. If delta n is negative, right? Delta n negative value we got. So it is Kp is less than Kc. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Next, if delta n is greater than 0, that is positive. If it is positive value, then Kp is greater than Kc. So let us check the reaction. PCl5 gas gives PCl3 plus Cl2. Okay, these two are also gases. What is delta n here? Can anyone tell me?
One, sir.
1. Very good. So 1 is a positive quantity that is greater than 0. So Kp is greater than Kc. Right? So let's move on to another question. If let us take another example, where CaCO3 solid gives CaO solid plus CO2 gas. Already I told you, I discussed this with you. What is the delta n value here?
One, sir.
1. Very good. So delta n is 1. So this one only you have to consider. CO2 only you have to consider. Solids you should not consider. You should never consider solid. Delta n, that is greater than 0. So you have Kp is greater than Kc. So if we get a timeout, please log in once again. Okay. Another one. Okay. Yeah. What are the units? Next part is, what are the units of Kp and Kc. So these units are literally somewhat different. The Kp units will be atmospheres whole power delta n. This will be the units of Kp. Kc will be having the units of moles per liter whole to the power of delta n. So this will be the units. Here the gas constant R is taken as 0.0821 liter atmosphere mole inverse Kelvin inverse. The R value for the calculations, should be taken like this. For calculations, this is the R value you have to consider in order to solve these problems. Okay, by problem solving, this is how we take.
Noted, sir.
Very good. Now let us move on. Next one. What are the characteristics of equilibrium constant? Equilibrium constant. What are the characteristics of equilibrium constant? Kp or Kc? Kp or Kc? Now, the value of equilibrium constant the value of equilibrium constant depends upon the nature of the reaction. The nature of the reaction. The value of the equilibrium constant depends upon the nature of the reaction.
Noted, sir.
Yeah. For a given reaction, the equilibrium constant depends only on temperature. Okay, that is equilibrium constant varies only when temperature is altered. Only when temperature is altered. Equilibrium constant varies only when temperature is altered.
Noted, sir.
Yes. Next point. Equilibrium constant does not change with does not change with pressure or concentration or presence of a catalyst. Presence of a catalyst. Okay. If the temperature remains constant for a given chemical equilibrium. So if you have a fixed equilibrium reaction, the equilibrium constant does not change with the pressure, concentration, presence of a catalyst. If at all the temperature remains constant for a given chemical equilibrium.
Noted, sir.
Yeah. Next, how equilibrium constant varies with temperature. It varies with temperature as per Arrhenius equation. K is equal to A into e to the power of minus EA by RT. Okay. This is called Arrhenius equation, where K is the equilibrium constant. And EA is called activation energy. And you have T is the temperature, R is the gas constant, A is called pre-exponential factor. So the equilibrium constant varies with something called Arrhenius equation.
Noted, sir.
Yes. The comparison of equilibrium constants can be done